What's going on, guys? I am back in my grandmother's basement. I'm just kidding. Guys, I'm back stateside. I am back in the U.S. Okay, I am back. I'm ready to rip face off in the market this week. We've got a short week. Market closed on Friday, and I am back, and I'm ready to absolute rip face. I enjoyed my weekend. Spend a couple of days in beautiful Tulum, Mexico, but I am now back in the U.S. and the pressure's on. The pressure's on. Just 3 trading days before Good Friday and Easter weekend, and I'm looking to pull out a huge week. I'm looking to pull out a huge week this week, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly why and what I'm looking at. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. TTG, as we like to call it, is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal. And that is to learn, trade, and profit together 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday. We go live right here for free on this YouTube channel where myself, other teaching moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets of information and education that can help you become a better and more profitable trader. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader. I'm now the current head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 6 other pro moderators, we cover all different types of styles of trading: swing trading, day trading, options, advanced options, shorting, long-term investing, and a lot more. There's literally something for everybody in TTG. We are not just a one-trick pony. We focus a lot on diversity and trading different styles and different strategies. I started my career working for a firm in New York City, guys, right out of college, my very first job. Before they let me touch $1 of their money, I had to go through an educational training program. That is where I learned how to trade. That is what set me on the path to become the trader that I am today. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught, and I've since taken that curriculum, I've simplified it, and I've made it available to my TTG family. All right, guys, also, I began my trading career working, this is around 2007, okay, right before the 08-09 financial crisis, one of the biggest financial crises of at least our lifetime. You have to go all the way back to, the Great Depression for the last time that you had such a serious financial crisis as we had in the subprime mortgage issues in 08-09. And that's when I kind of got thrown right into the lion's den. But that volatility and that chaotic market was not something that kind of pushed me to the side or beat me up. I actually thrived in that environment, going on to receive the firm's Trader of the Year award in 2008. Okay. And that has kind of brought me on to a point now to where I'm pretty confident to say, or just kind of leads me on, like when I think about, when I go back and I think about like the markets that I've traded through and the kind of the ups and the downs, and now like March of 2020, the volatility that we've seen since the COVID crash, and that volatility has continued as the markets have gone back to all-time highs. You've had a lot of deep pullbacks from those all-time highs. Those deep pullbacks have gotten bought, continue to push to all-time highs. You've had a lot of real volatile action in the markets over the last 12 months. And in fact, it's probably many of you, if you were not trading before March of 2020, that volatility is probably the reason why you either, picked up interest in the markets and probably why you're on this live stream right now, even to begin with. Okay. Even to begin with. Now, I want to know real quick, guys, if this is your very first TTG live stream, or if you're not a member of True Trading Group, I want you to go ahead right now and type the letter I in chat right now. If you're not a member, or this is your first live stream, go ahead and type the letter I in chat right now. All right, we got Purple Cobra. We got Scott V, Rick Cardenas, Jeffrey Perales, Mom to Boys, Dennis Nealon, Winston Maddox, Jonathan Fontanilla. We got Craig Ems, Paul Toth, Mark Castle, Wawan Auto, Keith Cresu, Katie Marquardt, Mark Weldon, Mike Smith, Sally B, Don Holman, The Real G Fam, what up? Michael Ducati, Mark Burr. Thank you, Glenn. It feels good to be back. Thank you, guys. Felix Martinez, Isaac Gross, Charlie's Alpha, Jimmy Hart, what's good? First live lifetime member. Jimmy, what's up, brother? April McWilliams, Y1 Dylan, Dominic. We got Joe Rick, TS, Jesse. This is great. Shannon, Rick C, Camille Albez, D Singleton, Keith Johnson, Guys, excellent. Matthew, Ron Morse, Charlie Blanco. Excellent. Beautiful. Beautiful. Welcome. Seriously, all of you. You guys have no idea. So all of you that are maybe brand new, it's your first live. Seriously, congrats, man, because you've stumbled on a real diamond. All right. And you guys stick around for a while. You're going to find out why, because on every single one of these live streams, I give you guys free lessons. Okay. On day trading, swing trading, stocks, options, small caps, mid caps, large caps, ETS, we trade it all. We trade it all. So you guys are in for a little treat. You're going to want to make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, because I go live 6 days a week and I always give you guys free information, whether it's a technical lesson or if it's a mental lesson on trading stocks and options. So like I said, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out. All right. Now, for everyone that just typed the letter I in chat right now, okay, that are new to trading, listen up. All right. I don't care what anyone says or maybe what you might hear on some other, Discord room or something else that you might read online. You are either educated and prepared in the markets or lucky. And the difference is that, luck can take you with a couple of trades or a couple of weeks, but luck does not last. Okay. One of the biggest problems, I think, it's actually really bad, in my opinion, when a trader is first starting out and has a lot of success right away or hits like a big win. Like someone that just their very first experience with the markets was like, oh, everyone's talking about GameStop. Let me buy GameStop at $20. I'm just going to hold it until it goes to 400. That's really bad when something like that happens in someone's first experience, because it creates a false sense of achievement, a false sense of confidence, thinking that, oh, I know what I'm doing. That was easy. This is great. And it causes really bad habits to develop very early on in someone's trading career. That person will usually go on to lose all that money and then some in the coming weeks or months to follow. But getting a real professional education is something that can carry you a lifetime. This is a skill that can carry you a lifetime. No matter, how much anyone wants to say like, hey, just go on YouTube. You can watch a bunch of free videos on how to trade. Eventually you're going to learn how to do it. You can make tons of money. I'll reply to you with maybe a scary statistic for some people that are on here, but the stat's probably true. And that's that 90% of traders fail. And I assure you that most of that 90% are trying to educate themselves online for free. And if that worked, 90% number would be substantially less. The reason why 90% traders fail, it's not because trading is impossible. It's not because trading is a scam. It's not because Wall Street's got it rigged against the little guy, all this other nonsense that you hear from people. It is because people don't know what they're doing. And why would you think you're going to succeed at something if you don't know what you're doing? Understand, when you put money into a trading account and you buy or sell a stock or option, you, my friends, are stepping into someone else's professional arena. And if you are not educated or experienced as the person on the opposite side of that trade, your chances of success are slim. That is why so many people fail at trading. Too many people think trading is a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. It is a skill that you need to learn. Okay? It is a skill that you need to learn. As I said before, I started my career in one of the worst financial crises that we've ever had. And thanks to the education that I received from the firm that I worked at, and the community and the support and the mentorship that I got from my boss, my mentor, my other coworkers, I'm comfortable now that, in my abilities, regardless of what the markets are doing. If it's up, down, left, right, sideways, inside out, upside down, I don't care what the markets are doing. As long as the markets are open, I'm confident in my abilities to make money. And my TTG family members are now being taught this exact same thing as well. Okay. So welcome everyone to the True Trading live stream. I welcome you all. Hope you guys had a good first day and a good start to the week. Today's live stream is going to go as follows. We're going to begin with a Q&A session. So we're going to give some time for people to log on. Okay. We're going to give some time for people to log on. Then I'm going to talk about my goals for the week and how I plan to be aggressive when opportunity presents itself in order to maximize the 3 trading days that are left in the week, because markets are closed on Friday. Okay. Then I'm going to cover three important psychological lessons that will help me and everyone reinforce the plan that I'm laying out for you guys above. We'll see about that a little bit later as we kind of roll things forward. Right now, let's start things off. We're going to kick things off with the Q&A. Adam, who's my co-founder and partner in True Trading Group, and also is behind the scenes producer of these lives, is going to grab some of those questions and throw them up onto the screen as you guys post them away. All right, so go right ahead, type some questions in chat if you guys have questions for me, and Adam will grab them, throw them up on the screen, and then we'll kind of get things underway, give some time for people to log on. Then we're going to dive in on, what I expect to go on here for the rest of the week and how I plan on, making the most out of my next couple of days. All is well, Ed. I'm not sure I follow what you mean, brother. Mike, do you think those hedge funds selling shares worth billions of dollars on Friday affected the markets? Also, welcome back, Michael. Miss you today. Thank you. It feels great to be back. I'm not sure what you're referring to about on Friday. The markets actually rallied on Friday, so I'm not really sure what you're referring to. Going into the closing bell, there was a massive surge in buying pressure that came into the markets that made it look like we were a stone throw away from an all-time high coming into the day today. So I'm not really sure, what you're talking about with regards to hedge funds selling billions of shares. But don't forget, guys, if a hedge fund or hedge funds sell billions of shares or billions of dollars, that means somebody else bought it. All right. Next. I joined TGD on Saturday, and today was my first trade on SEAC. Made 200. Follow yours advices. Yes. Yes. Joseph, welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the family. I love it. Just joined TGD on Saturday and already made $200 on SEAC. SEAC was a great trade today. The gang in chat was all over it. Thank you, family, for SEAC. It was great. Got out after hours at 250. Brian, yes. Yeah, the TG fam was all over SEAC today. You guys crushed it without me there. I loved it. How can your course benefit someone like me with a full-time job hoping to eventually become a full-time trader? Let me show you, Bill. Bill, I'm not going to answer the question. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to answer your question. I'm going to let other people answer your question. Bill, follow me here. And anyone else that has a question similar to Bill. I'm sure there's probably hundreds of people on here that probably are wondering the same thing that Bill is wondering. My TGD family members, how many of you, are currently killing it with TTG? If you guys are making money right now while working a full-time job, I want you to go and type the letter I in chat right now if you are working a full-time job and are making money with True Trading Group. Again, if you're working a full-time job and making money with True Trading Group, type the letter I in chat right now. Bill, and anyone else that has this question, I want you to pay very close attention to this side of my screen. Look at all of the letter I's that are coming through the chat message right now. These are True Trading Group members that work a full-time job and are making money with the group. We also have hours of additional educational content on this very specific topic on how to balance being a full-time trader, or having a full-time job while being a trader, or still being able to actively trade while working a full-time job. The thing that a lot of people need to understand is that there are so many different types of trading styles and so many different types of trading strategies for you to implement. The thing that you're going to learn in True Trading Group is you're going to learn so many different types of styles and strategies that are going to work for you and your lifestyle. You do not need, you do not need to follow my trading style or this person's trading style. We have traders in TTG, moderators that all have these different types of trading styles and strategies. And you're going to learn all of them. You're going to have access to all of them as well. Okay, I encourage you guys to ask more questions. All right, guys, ask more questions. Keep firing away. Ask those questions in chat. Full-time trader with TTG. Nice. I'm consistently profitable trader with a full-time job. CRW. Nice, man. Awesome. Beautiful. Made money in semi-unloading. Yes. Hell yeah, Kevin. Hell yeah, man. Great job with that SEAC today, guys. You guys nailed it. Nailed it. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so proud of you all. I'm so proud of you guys. Like I'm green 10 straight days. That's nuts. I'm green 10 straight days. Problem is I'm getting out of my trades way too early. Other than the site course, is there any other tips you can give? Absolutely, Randy. Randy, have you been using the tier trading method? This is a major, 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 major thing. Okay. If you are selling out of your winning trades too soon, make sure you're using the tier trading method, which is where you're going to sell pieces of your position as profit targets are reached. When I enter a trade, I have at least 3, sometimes 4 profit targets. And every time one of my targets is reached, I'll sell a piece of my position rather than trying to sell the entire position all at once. That tier trading strategy, where there's an entire course on the tier trading strategy, which is a complete game changer. Some of my TCG family members, if the tier trading strategy has completely changed your trading for the better, sound off in chat for those that maybe aren't familiar with the tier trading method. But so Randy, my first thing would be to tell you is make sure you're using your tier trading method. The second thing that I'll tell you is this is something that I have a lot of my members that struggle with selling winning trades too soon. This is kind of something that this is an exercise that you can do. Listen, I don't want you to do this forever. The exercise I'm about to give you is to help you stay in winning trades longer, to get a feel for what that's like, because the only way you're going to stay in these trades longer is for you to actually be in a couple of trades longer and get a feel for what it's like to hold on to a trade for 2-3 hours rather than jump out after 10 or 15 minutes. Okay. You have to just be in it. And the way that I have a lot of my members kind of break this bad habit is I'll say to them, hey, listen, when your first profit target is reached, that's usually where I sell 25% of my position at profit target 1. When that level is reached and you take a piece of profit, immediately move your stop loss to break even. The reason why you sell out of winning trades too soon is actually a fear of losing. Okay. So the fear of losing is what causes a trader to take profit too soon, because maybe the trader is either so used to losing, or they've had a losing experience with trading so far up to this point, like long term, and they like have this mentality where they're like, oh, I'm up $100. Let me just take it. Let me just take it because $100 is better than nothing, right? You're like, oh, let me just take it. Meanwhile, the chart could be telling you the stock's going much higher. And instead of you making 300, you only made 100 because you were too quick to get out, because you didn't want to go from being up 100 to then being down money. It's a fear of losing that really causes traders to sell too soon. So an exercise that I have them do is, once you take profit on 25%, you've locked in a piece of profit now. Move your stop to break even. Now, worst case scenario, you get stopped out on the rest of your position. You can't lose money anymore at this point if you move your stop to break even. The idea and the concept behind this exercise that I have my members do that struggle with something similar to what you're talking about, Randy, is to try to remove that fear of losing. If you take profit on 25%, let's say you have 100 shares of a stock, it gets a profit target number 1, you sell 25 shares, you're still holding 75, and you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to move my stop loss on 75 shares right to break even. Now you know in your head that if all hell breaks loose and this trade goes completely south, you can't lose. That should calm you down. That should remove that anxiety. That should remove that antsiness, that urge to jump out when the stock just goes like that. Okay? And that'll allow you to sit in the trade and then maybe hopefully get to profit target 2 and then profit target 3 and that. But most people sell too soon because they'll get to first take profit and they don't give it enough time to get to 2 or 3. So they get to 1 and it doesn't go right to 2 right away. And they're like, maybe it's going to fail. And they just take profit and run. So again, this is exercise. I don't want to do this exercise for life, because understand you are sacrificing. There's a negative to this. That negative is that, and expect this to happen to you. You are going to get stopped out of trades and the stock will continue higher without you because you're prematurely moving your stop loss higher. Okay. But we're okay with that. We're going to sacrifice that. We're going to do that knowingly. We're going to accept the con of this exercise for the benefit of the positive, which is to help you break the mold of I take profits too soon. And eventually I want you to stop doing this once you feel more comfortable holding on to those trades a bit longer. All right. So Randy, I hope that helps. I know there's a lot of people that probably struggle with the exact same thing on this very, very same live. And for those of you that are struggling with something like that, I hope this helps. I signed up less than a week ago and made back my membership and a little more today, thanks to Moment this time. Yes! Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Great job, man. Tim Diaz, excellent, man. I love it. Just joined the group less than a week ago. Has already made his membership back and is in the profit. Thanks to Moment is one of our moderators. Like I said earlier, it's not just me in there, guys. I got a team of 6 other pro traders in there. We all have different styles. Moment focuses on large caps and options. Okay, Moment focuses on large caps and options. There is something in TTG for everyone. Next. We have a next question. Nice. The Catraccio 7 made $2,500 today with Moment. Great job, man. Really great job. Mike, I'm getting profits, but I can only hold small positions due to PDT in my margin and T+3 in my cash account. What can I do to stop nickel and diming my way to profits? I can only hold small positions due to my P. I mean, I'm not sure. You're being under PDT rule or your T+3 on your cash account has nothing to that should not affect the length in which you hold your winning trades. Because I can only hold small positions. Now, if you're just saying your position size is small, or if you're saying you can only hold a little bit, I'm not sure fully the clarity on the question, but being under PDT on a margin account or being in a cash account, you just have to grow. You just have to stay the course, and you got to grow the account little by little. You don't start with $500 and just say, you know what, let me just triple this real quick, and then I'll start trading responsibly. That's not how traders grow small accounts. Traders grow small accounts by being very strict with their risk management. Okay. By being very strict to their risk management and just kind of sticking to the game plan and building that account slowly, not by going after these home run trades. Okay. All right. For those that don't know what PDT rule is, that's if you guys have less than $25,000 in your account and you're on a margin account, you're going to be under PDT rule, which means you can only make 3 day trades in a rolling 5-day period. You could be under 25K and have a cash account, which you will not be bound by PDT, but you will only be able to trade with the money that's in your account. You won't get any margin. You'll only be able to trade with the money that's in your account. But it's still very, very, very possible for you guys to grow that small account. You have a lot of my TTG members started with very small accounts. If you guys just stick to the game plan and stick to your risk management, you can absolutely grow a small account. Watch here. I'll ask my TTG fam, my TTG family members, if you guys don't mind, when you guys joined the True Trading Group, those of you that maybe started with less than $1,000 in your account, just maybe sound off in chat for some of our viewers real quick that have these questions. And if you guys did start with less than $1,000, maybe comment if you don't mind sharing how much you started with, just so we can get a feel for members or non-members, I should say, viewers that are on the live stream, how many of them are concerned about maybe starting off with a small account. I will point you exit a losing trade. I'm bag holding a SPAC PSTH that hasn't merged yet. Mentally, I can't wrap my head around taking the loss at this point. Insight on when to cut losses. Okay, Rick, insight on when to cut losses. Brother, you have to have a game plan before you enter that trade. You can't figure it out later. And that's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like you entered PSTH with no game plan whatsoever and decided you're going to figure it out later. And once things went south, and they probably went south very quickly, you kind of froze deer in headlights and were like, I don't want to take this loss. And you had no game plan on where you're going to be exiting that trade. There are 4 levels, minimum 4 levels you need to know before you enter a trade. And that first level is your stop loss. Where's your stop loss? What support level on the chart pattern that you're trading? what level, if broken, is no more? There's got to be a reason why you're buying these stocks, right? So you got to see some type of a pattern. You see some type of a setup. If the stock gets below a certain level, then that setup is no longer going to be in existence. It would have broken down. Your stop loss has to be there. You've got to know where your stop loss is. Otherwise, you end up just holding on to losing trades forever, and you become a bag holder. And you're sitting there hoping and praying the company comes out with a press release one day that makes the stock shoot higher. So I'm not, I don't teach my members at all, to bag hold and to hold on like that. You've got to have a game plan. You have to know your stop loss before you enter the trade. If you do not know your stop loss, you simply cannot enter the trade. Started with $350, took a month to grow to 3K, hit 6K a few weeks ago, but have dropped to 4K this month. That's still awesome, Jason. To go from $350 to $4,000, and it sounds like 2 months. that's awesome, Jason. That's absolutely awesome, man. Didn't one member join with less than 2K and made $400,000 this month? He was on the last stream a few weeks ago. Yes, it was 300K. Actually, it was not 400. I think it was 300K. And yes, we had a member. Guys, listen. Yes, very, very true. I actually had that member. Username is Hi Matt. We had him on our live stream a couple of weeks ago, and he started with $2,000 and has worked that $2,000 all the way up. And actually, he made $300,000 last month. Now, and like 200 grand in like a 2-week span. Kid, he's absolutely was absolutely on fire. That's very possible. It's very true. We had our member on and he did a live stream. He was live streaming with us, but it's also not something that's easy to achieve. Don't just think you're going to sign up to True Trading Group and you're going to have to take $2,000 and you're return it to 400 grand. He put in a ton of work, energy, and effort and studying to get to this point. This was not an overnight process. And it's very important you all understand that trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And you have to be willing to put in the time, energy, and effort. And if you're willing to put in the same kind of energy and effort as username Hi Matt did, you guys can also get to a point where, yes, you could be doing those kind of numbers. They are realistic. They are true. They're just not very common, okay? But they are very realistic. Next question. No, did not get lucky at all. No, he did not get lucky at all, Alf Golda. Did not get lucky at all. His trading has been absolutely fantastic. He's very active. He's very active. He's trading intraday. He's not just buying one stock and holding it until it just goes to the moon. He is a very active trader, day trading different stocks every day. Crystal AG, as a newbie, what stock do you recommend for a long-term hold profit? I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. My advice to you is to get education. Don't come on these live stream guys and just say, Mike, tell me what stock to buy. Don't do that. Listen, I share with my members all the time. Whenever I add a stock in my long-term portfolio, I always tell my members when I add a stock in my long-term portfolio, but my advice is someone that is a newbie and you're looking to first get started, learn, get education, because I can sit here and I can give you a list of 10 different stocks right now that I've recently added to my long-term portfolio. And I plan to buy more in my long-term portfolio, but what does it matter if you don't even know what the hell the company does or why I'm buying it in the first place? My advice is to find out how to do it for yourself. Understand why I'm buying the stocks that I buy. Don't just blindly follow what I'm doing. Otherwise you work for me. I'm your boss at that point. And with True Trading Group, I teach you guys how to stand on your own 2 feet. You will literally learn how to do this on your own. That's the whole point. That is the whole point. And my teaching members can all comment and can testify to this. in chat. They are learning how to do this on their own. And that's why, I wasn't even in chat today. I was on a plane flying back from Mexico, and a ton of my members just smashed SEAC. And what was the other one? HGEN, I think, guys, was the other one. Was the other one today. HGEN was another one. A bunch of my members crushed. I mean, guys, it was nuts. It was nuts in chat today. Any advice on how to stop? Any advice on how to stop for the morning after big win? I usually lose it all back when going after the stock a second time. Yes, here's actually, listen up, everybody. This is actually a good question. I'm going to give you guys a nice little helpful tip here, and then we'll start to move on to the lessons I want to get over with you guys. So Claire asks, any advice on how to stop for the morning after a big win? I usually lose it all back when going after the stock for the second time. First and foremost, Claire, I'm going to tell you three different things. I'm going to tell you three different things right now that are going to change your trading literally as early as tomorrow. First, if you have a big morning, whatever, and don't ask me what is a big morning. I don't know. That's what's a big morning to you. Now, what I would consider a big morning and what you would consider a big morning are two totally different things. So whatever you would consider a big morning. Now, is $200 a big morning? Is it 500? Is it 1,000? Is it 2,000, 5,000, 10,000? Whatever's a big morning for you, once you get to that number, okay, I would tell you, if you're struggling with keeping that profit, first and foremost, set a 50% stop on your P&L for the rest of the day. So let's say, for argument's sake, example, let's say $1,000 is a big morning for you. If $1,000 is a big morning for you, okay, if $1,000 is a big morning for you, set a hard 50% stop, meaning if you go down to where you're only up 500, that's it, you're done. Shut down your computer. Shut down your computer. It's over. It's a wrap. All right, you're done trading once you get back to 500. That's rule number one to implement for yourself. Rule number two, if you go back into a stock the second time, okay, and this is something I do myself. Now, I don't usually set that 50%, as an experienced trader, I have different pieces of advice for people based on where they are in their trading career. There's some things that I would tell an experienced trader to do, and that's something that I may never tell an inexperienced trader to do. The advice that I give to people and the mentorship that I give and the guidance and everything is based on that individual trader's point in their career, because there are certain things that I will tell people to do or implement in their trading to fix or help certain things based on where they are. So the other thing that I'll say to you, Claire, is if you're going to go back after a stock the second time, after you hit it big the first time, go back with less risk. So let's say you go after a stock for the first time, and let's say you were risking $500 a trade on that first trade. That was your risk. If you got stopped out, you would have lost $500. Let's say that was your risk, and you crushed it. You hit it. You made like $1,500 in the trade. You're like, man, what a trade. This is a great morning. And then you see the stock setting up again. You're like, I'm going to go after this again. Do not risk the same amount that you just made. Okay? Risk less. Protect the profit that you just hit. So let's say instead of risking 500, risk 350. Okay? Instead, or don't go from, oh, well, I just made 1,500. Now let me risk 1,000 and see if I can really have this huge day. No, don't do that. Okay, take smaller risk or smaller size on the second trade if that first trade was a big win for you. Okay, now, if you're an experienced trader, again, this is different. Experienced traders, when you're having a good day, I tell experienced traders to push when they're having good days. Inexperienced traders, I tell them to hit the brakes when they're having good days. And let me explain to you the third thing, Claire, on what I was going to tell you on how to do this or how to help with the problem that you're having. So I gave you two things already, right? The 50% stop on your P&L for the day, and then less risk and less position size going after the trade for the second time. But thing number three is perspective. I want you to think about this. Let's say you are a 55% trader. Let's say your win rate is 55%, okay, or 58%. You're not very experienced. You're just kind of getting a feel for things. And let's say your first two trades of the day are winners. You're 2 for 2, right? You're 2 for 2. It's like 10:45, 11 o'clock. You're having this is a great morning for you. You're 2 for 2. What's that win rate? 100%. You have a 100% win rate in the morning. The law of averages are going to tell you that your next trade and your next trade, exponentially, the probability of you having a losing trade is going to increase exponentially each winning trade that you make. Because the law of averages are going to say that you will work your way back to a 55% win rate if that's your overall win rate. So if you start off the morning and you're at 100% win rate, I want you to change the perspective a little bit. Now, again, this is not something I would say to an experienced trader. If an experienced trader is like 3 for 3 in the morning, great. You've got a big cushion. You're in the zone. You're feeling it. There's good action in the market. Push. That's not what I'm going to tell an experienced trader. An experienced trader that's got a 70-something% win rate, you're hot, you push. When I'm hot, I push. I don't slow down when I'm hot. Okay, I've been doing this for 17 years though. So when you're talking about someone that is new and you think about, okay, you're a 55% win rate trader, think about the law of averages. And when you think about it that way, you'll be a little bit more hesitant to keep trading. And what eventually turns out to be, Claire, which is the problem that you said you're having, is over trading the rest of the day and giving back all those morning profits. There's nothing more disappointing and there's nothing more damaging to your psyche and your confidence to start the day up big and finish the day red. Don't let that happen. Okay, so those are the 3 things. That's the 3 pieces of advice that I would give you, Claire. I know you said you asked me for advice. I gave you a book. I gave you a whole book on advice. So hopefully, Claire, hopefully that answer helps. And anybody else that maybe anybody else that kind of has the similar type of questions that Claire had there or is dealing with something very similar, hopefully this helps. Okay, cool. Get it? Got it? Good. Awesome Q&A session, guys. Really, seriously, thank you. You guys asked some amazing questions. Never be shy. When I do these Q&As, do not be shy. This is your chance to ask questions. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel like it's a stupid question. Trust me, if you have a question, there are other people on this live stream. We're streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Believe me, there's somebody else here that has the exact same question. Guys, go ahead right now and smash that like button for me. Turn that thumb blue. Show me how much you appreciate these lives. Show me how much you guys appreciate the Q&As, the lessons, the advice, and everything that I do here to help you guys become better and more consistently profitable traders. So if you guys feel like you just learned something on that Q&A, smash that like button. If you guys, are excited for me to get into kind of the next part of the lessons and talk about how I plan on making money going forward here. We only got 3 days left in the week, so I'm going to make it count. I'm going to be aggressive when opportunity presents itself. I'm going to push, I'm going to attack, but I'm also going to be disciplined and I'm going to be a sniper. I'm going to wait for those setups. But when those setups kind of present themselves and that window of opportunity opens, I'm going to attack. All right. So smash that like button, guys. I want to see 500 likes right now. I don't want to see. I need to see 500 likes right now. The fact that I'm still sitting at 431 likes is embarrassing. You guys are making me look bad. You guys are making me look bad. You got 1,100 people on all the different social media channels that are watching this right now live, and I'm on 455 likes. You guys got about 25 more likes to go before I go into another lesson. 5 more likes. Boom. There it is. 505. Guys, thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, guys. So now what I want to do here is I want to dive in. I want to talk about kind of how I plan to maximize on the short week, ahead. Let me pull up my charts. All right, let me get my charting. There's my TC2000. Let's rock and roll. Let me pull this back up so I can see fully. All right, let's do it. All right, guys. So How I plan to maximize during a short week. Something that I have noticed. Small caps are starting to heat up. I had a monster of a trade on Friday, a 97% gain Friday in WAFU. And before WAFU, it was all the NFT stocks. I had some big wins on TKAT, OCG. What were some of the others? WKey, JFin, IMTE, HOFV. So over the last 2 weeks, small caps have started to heat up. Okay, small caps have started to heat up, and I saw similar action today. So let me take you guys to the charts real quick. Let me just show you real quick. Let me just go to WAFU. Okay, so if you guys remember the WAFU trade, okay, on Friday, there was my entry, and my final take profit was right there. Without getting too much into the trade itself, this was a 97% gain on what was, yes, a small cap. And this is one of those real high volatile stocks that halts a bunch of times. But that follow through was absolutely nuts. You also saw EEIQ, right? EEIQ was that one that went from like $18 to 35. Now, these were very, very, very fast moving stocks, but nonetheless, you got really good follow through on them. Then as I go back even further, and we go back to the week before, you see a stock like TKAT goes from below $10 all the way up over 70. You have OCG, okay, stock goes from $5 all the way to 17. You have that stock WKey goes from $8 up to 22. You had JFIN go from 5 up to 15. Okay, you guys are starting to see you had IMTE go from $5 up to 10. Okay, you're starting to see some of these small caps heat up, and it was the NFT stocks that really got things started. The NFT stocks 2 weeks ago really kind of started to spark and bring heat back into the small cap market. Such a hot topic. We traded the NFT stocks very, very, very well during that time period while they were hot. TKAT was my female dog for that time period because I was ripping TKAT to shreds while that action was there in that stock. I haven't traded in the last week or so because they've died out, but that action sparked interest into the small caps. Then it was the Chinese education stocks like WAFU, EEIQ. Okay, it was your Chinese education stock. CLEU. That one went from like $3 up to $7.50. So like these type of Chinese education stocks, then it was their turn. Now you go into today, and what do you start to see here today? You start to see again, okay, small caps give you follow through. Okay, so now another small caps giving you follow through. One of the main things that I look for when I'm making my distinction between are small caps hot or are small caps cold, it's the follow through on the trade. And when I say follow through, I'm not talking about, oh, the stock ran for 15 minutes. That's not follow through. Okay. Now, follow through, when I'm talking about and continuation, I'm not a scalper. Now, a scalper might consider, not might, I'll show you. A scalper would call that follow through. A scalper is going to call that follow through. That's not follow through in the eyes of a traditional day trader. Okay. You're talking about just two different types of trading styles. One's not right and the other's wrong, just two different styles. I'm not a scalper. Scalpers are traders that are in and out of trades within seconds. Okay. They buy stock, they sell it in 10, 15, 20 seconds later. That is not my trading style at all. Okay. My trades last several minutes to several hours long. I'm more of a traditional day trader. I also do swing trade. Now, when I talk about follow through, I'm talking about multiple moves and multiple new highs. That's follow through. Follow through is multiple new highs. So when you have a stock that pushes off the opening bell like this and establishes a high of the day, okay, when you have a stock that pushes like this and establishes a high of the day, I want to see the stock have enough juice to consolidate during the day and then make a new high later in the day. That is what I want to see to say that we have follow through in small caps, because otherwise what you'll see is a lot of these small caps, and I'll just go and I'll just pull up a couple of these. Okay, I'll just pull up, I'm just going to go through kind of like this list of top gainers today, and I'll just show you, give an example. Okay, so here's an example. This is an example of a small cap that has no follow through whatsoever. Now, a scalper is going to be like, what? Follow through was so crazy. What a great trade. I was in it, and I was out in 30 seconds, and that's so much follow through. Small caps are so hot. And then the stock just completely dies, and the stock does nothing for the entire rest of the day. This is not follow through. Okay, that is not follow through. Okay, this is follow through. This is what follow through looks like. This is what continuation looks like. When you start to see afternoon new highs, that is an indication to you that small caps are starting to heat up, because what is taking place most of the time when you have a small cap give you afternoon new highs, most of the time what takes place is you have this early morning push, okay, and then a bunch of short sellers come in. And then when the stock makes a new high in the afternoon, the short sellers get squeezed out. That is the type of action that you need to see in order for the small cap market to really heat up. Now, we saw that today in SEAC, but I already told you guys my TGD fam crushed it today in SEAC. Okay, my TGD fam nailed this thing today. Moderators were all over it. Members were all over it. And a lot of people made money today on SEAC while I was on a plane flying back from Mexico. That's what TTD is all about, implementing the education and being able to identify these opportunities on your own, but still be able to go through the trading day and have guidance and mentorship and opportunities brought to your attention by moderators in chat, because it's not just me. There's 6 other moderators in there calling out trades and telling you where they see opportunity in real time. And a lot of members are able to bank on this. But when I see action like this, this just further confirms what I've already been kind of saying over the last week is small cap action has improved over the last 2 weeks. And it started with NFT stocks. Then it was the Chinese education stocks. Now you're seeing it again with SEAC and HGEN. Okay. So what you'll notice on SEAC is after that high was established, there's your high of the day. We broke through that high of the day. Okay. We broke through that high of the day right there at 130 with a nice increase, a nice little increase in volume. You can see increasing volume as the stock broke through the high of the day. Then we pulled ourselves back in, and that previous high starts acting as an area of support. And then we squeeze right into the close. And all your short sellers said, you know what? I don't want to hold this thing overnight. I'm out. And this thing squeezed right into the close all the way up to 275, and a lot of members banked on it. That is follow through, okay? Consecutive new highs. When a stock can make a new high, consolidate, make a new high, consolidate, make a new high. That's exactly what happened. Made a new high, consolidated, made a new high, consolidated, made a new high. That is what tells me small caps are heating up. That is the definition of follow through. So that's one example with SEAC. Next, HGEN. HGEN. Okay. Take a look at HGEN. A beautiful setup. Beautiful setup here on HGEN. Gorgeous. Okay. New high, consolidation, new high. What you'll notice is right off the opening bell, we get this initial morning high gets put in. Then the stock shoots up, halts right at that initial morning high, opens up out of the halt at the new high, okay, at the new high. And then what happens? That previous halt price, which is the initial morning high, becomes an area of support, and you get a consolidation followed by a new high. This is follow through, okay, where we broke through the high of the day, okay, we consolidated, and then we made a new high. This is follow through. This is what I'm talking about. This was not, hey, we sat here consolidated and then the stock broke back down and then just fizzled off into no man's land. That would have been a one and done. The stock would have made one move and then would have been done for the day. Okay, that would have been a very similar example to what I just showed you on CYAN, where it would have been a one and done. This is a one move and then the stock is done. That's not follow through. Okay. So when you go back to HGN, here's your first move. There's your consolidation above the prior high. And then there's your follow through. Okay, so when I'm sitting there now today, kind of, just got back to the States, I'm going over some charts, I'm seeing what went on today. I'm seeing, what am I noticing? Where do I see opportunity? Because there's only 3 days left in the week. I've got some catching up to do. I wasn't able to trade today. So I've got some catching up to do. The markets close on Friday. So I'm sitting here, before I come on the live stream, and I'm going over, I'm looking at charts. I'm seeing what were the top gainers today? Was there a sector that was strong that I need to be focusing on? Was there a major piece of news? What am I looking at regarding small caps? And what the first thing that comes to my attention is follow through on SCAC, follow through on HGN. And this just further reiterates what I've been seeing the last 2 weeks, which is better action and follow through in small caps. Going into the next 3 days, you better get your ass in chat, because I'm going to be attacking these small caps when the opportunity presents itself aggressively, because I think small caps have good follow through right now. And I'm going to attack going forward, because I've seen enough now the last 2 weeks that makes me feel confident enough that I can attack these setups aggressively. WAFU, I attacked it on a plane. It gave me a 97% gain. My members attacked SEAC, gave them really good follow through. HGen, I didn't trade it, but it gave you really good follow through. That's a setup that I would have attacked. This is what I'm going to be looking for going into tomorrow, going into Wednesday, and going into Thursday before we break for the long Easter weekend. Okay, vacation's over. Now it's time to get back to work. 100% of my focus is starting right now on having a big week, and I got 3 days left to do it, and I'm going to be pushing. I'm going to be aggressive on these setups. But just because my goal is to kind of come out and my intention is, hey, I think small caps are hot, I'm going to come out and I'm going to be aggressive. That does not mean I'm going to force trades. That doesn't mean I'm going to deviate away from my rules. It means I'm going to wait for my A+ setups, as I always do, and I'm going to attack when the opportunity presents itself. This is what makes a professional trader. You don't just come out of the gate and just start firing aimlessly at every single small cap that's gapping up tomorrow. Wait for patterns, wait for setups. Do not chase that opening bell momentum. If the stock is truly strong, you'll get more than one crack at it. I'm not interested in a stock if it's going to push the first 10 minutes of the day. I'm interested in a stock that's going to push for 3 hours. That's what I'm interested in. That's what I'm going to be looking for. That's where I plan on making money the next couple of days. The question is, are you going to be there by my side doing it with me? Boom. Let's go. Get your butts in chat. Okay? Get your butts in chat. Let's make these last 3 days of the week count. All right? Now, real quick, guys. Before I do move forward, I do have a couple of psychological mental lessons that I do want to just briefly kind of talk to you guys about real quick. And before I do get into kind of the mental lessons that I want to discuss with you here tonight, I want to talk a little bit about what's truly possible with trading stocks and options. I've seen a couple of people that I can tell are brand new. When someone asks a specific question, I can tell if they're brand new or not. So, and I've seen a couple of people ask about it. And the first thing I got to tell you is that there's so much bullshit out there about, promises of becoming a millionaire, and, promises of, tripling your account in a week, and promises of Lamborghinis and mansions and all this nonsense. And, I'm not going to guarantee you guys Lamborghinis and mansions and all that. All right. I'm not going to show you guys, all my belongings and piles of cash and say, follow me and be a millionaire. None of that nonsense. Okay. Because trading is not a get rich quick scheme. And there's a lot of people that are out there that don't actually teach you anything, but are trying to just take advantage of your desire to learn something. And they'll flaunt a certain lifestyle in front of your face in order to say, ooh, look, shiny thing. And you go and you're attracted to the shiny thing. What I will tell you is that what actually is possible with trading is a couple of things. First, truly uncapped potential. It's one of my favorite things about being a trader is that you can become the best. There's nothing stopping you. You could make an amount of money that you've never thought was previously possible. Now, I always use the example, like my sister's an English teacher. I use this example all the time. She could be the best English teacher in the country. She'll never make 250 grand a year, ever. It's not possible. You could be, maybe you're a cop. You could be the best cop in the country. You can go on to become police chief. You're never going to make 500 grand a year. You're not. Your earning potential is capped. In trading, that's not true. In trading, you want to make 5 grand a year? Cool. 10, 50, 100, 200, 500, a million, 2 million? Cool. Why not? Remember that one member that we were talking about earlier? Started with $2,000. Now is going on last month to pull out $300,000 in a single month. Do you think that member, 1 year ago, ever imagined that he'd be making $300,000 in 1 month? No. But it's possible. It's possible. That's one of the beauties about being a trader. Plus, you can work from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet. But it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, guys. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. There's not a secret. There's not a special pattern that Wall Street knows and you don't. Okay? The only difference is in education, or are you gambling? If you're buying and selling stocks and options without having any clue what you're doing, you're just gambling. You might as well just go bet money on who's going to win the NCAA tournament. Go put money on, the Buccaneers to repeat and win the Super Bowl again. You're gambling. Go put money on the Yankees to win the World Series. You're gambling. You have no control whatsoever over the outcome. You have no advantage. You have no edge. That's not trading. That's gambling. Big difference. Very big difference. Trading is 80% mental. After you get educated, eventually everyone sees the same chart and uses the same technical indicators. Like, I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at. I also use VWAP and Fibonacci levels and the 9 EMA. Like, I use the same MACDs and RSIs. I use the same indicators you guys use. Successful traders don't have like a magical indicator on their chart that tells them when to buy and sell that you don't have. The difference between a great trader and a struggling trader is the mental aspect. So number one, always have a game plan. I talked about this a little bit earlier on the live. That one viewer that asked me that question about when do I cut my losses? You have to have a game plan. Always. You can never enter a trade without clearly knowing, where am I taking profit? Where am I taking my loss? Where am I going to get out if I'm wrong? Where am I going to get out if I'm right? You need to know the answer to those questions before you enter a trade. Okay? If you can't answer both those questions, you cannot make the trade. Plain and simple. Then, number two, greed will destroy you. We're all in this game to make money. I get that. But greed will end your career. I promise you. Do not ever let a winning trade turn into a losing trade because you didn't take profit. I'll give you an example. This is what happens a lot of times with traders. They buy a stock, it immediately goes up. And they're like, oh my God, I must be so right. This thing's going to go to the moon. It's going to go to the moon. I'm not taking profit. I'm going to hold this one because this is the one. This is the one trade that's going to change my life. This is the one trade that's going to go up 1,000%. I'm going to hold this one. Don't do that. That's greed. That's greed. Okay? Like, what would you say if I said to you, explain this to me? Explain this to me. If I said to you guys, hey, listen, check out this stock. If we were to buy it at $5 and then sell it at $6 30 minutes later for a 20% gain, would you be cool with that? Do you want to do that? All of you would say, awesome, hell yeah, that sounds great. Let's do this. Let's make that trade. You would be thrilled if I told you can buy a stock at 5 and sell it at 6. You'd be thrilled. So why is it then that when you actually buy the stock at 5 and then it goes to 6, now all of a sudden you're not happy with it? Now all of a sudden you go, But what if it goes to 7? But what if it goes to 8? And my answer to you is, but what if it goes to 5? What if it goes to 4? I don't care. And literally, you can quote me on this. I don't care if a stock reaches its profit target in 3 seconds, 3 minutes, 3 hours, or 3 days. When a stock reaches your profit target, you act. A profit target is a profit target because it is a potential area of resistance. It does not matter how fast the stock gets to the profit target or how slow it gets to the profit target. When it gets there, take profit. Follow your game plan, which all takes me back to what I just said to you before. You have to have a game plan. You want to be robotic. You want to remove the emotional aspect out of trading. You want to subdue the greed and fear aspects. And the only way you're going to ever be able to do that is to have a game plan that you can just follow. Like literally just follow instructions. Like you're putting together a nightstand from IKEA. Follow the instructions. That's it. If your instructions were buy the stock at 5, stop out at 475, take profits at 556 and 625. If that's your game plan, those are your instructions on the trade. Follow the instructions. But too many people deviate away from that game plan once they're in the trade because they let either their greed or their fear take over their decision making. That is when traders screw themselves. Stick to your game plan. And then last but not least, for heaven's sakes, please use the simulator. Okay? Even the most skilled professional boxers and MMA fighters train. They spar. They grapple. They go to the gym. Even if they don't just show up to a mega title fight and put everything they have on the line, they train. Okay. What makes you guys think you don't need to do the same thing? You do. TTG has one of, if not the best trading simulators that money can buy, and you get it completely free as part of your membership with real-time data included. You can trade stocks and options. I mention this because even though roughly over 80% of TTG members are doing well, okay, I did receive an email today from a long-term member who hit me up via email and told me about how they blew up their account. They're frustrated, they're defeated, and this is unacceptable to me. It doesn't have to be that way. You know, it breaks my heart to hear that someone blew up their account and they're frustrated. Okay? Adam, myself, and the entire TTG team have created a platform that has every single tool that you need to be a trader and then some, to practice, to train, so that you can show up to your title fight prepared. When you step into the markets every day, when that bell rings, that's not metaphorical. That bell rings. Why is it a bell? Because you're going to fight. When you place a trade, there's another trader on the other end of that trade, and you are now in a fight with that trader. You bought stock, that trader sold stock. Who's right? Who's going to win that battle? That's why the bell rings to start the fight and the bell rings to end the fight. You need to train for that fight. To think you're going to show up to your title fight without doing any training whatsoever, you're going to get your ass kicked. You're going to get your clock cleaned. You're going to get knocked the F out. You're going to blow up your account. And if you lost money on the trade, guess what that means? The other trader on the other side of that trade, they made money. When somebody loses money in the markets, that means somebody else makes. Now listen, you're not a TTG member. Cool, I'll take your money all day long. But my TTG fam, I want you guys to be prepared for your title fight every single day. One string, like one trade or like a string of bad trades doesn't need to be the end of your trading career. You need to understand how to manage risk. You need to understand how to not leave yourself exposed for the knockout uppercut blow that's going to knock you out in the second round of a fight. You got to stay in the game. You got to know how to defend yourself so you don't get submitted in the first round. You've got to understand how to control as a fighter. And I'm going to stick with this analogy because you need to think this way. You need to take this more serious. You are in a fight, and a professional fighter is always taught to keep their guard up. They're taught to protect themselves against the knockout blow. As a trader, you need to learn how to protect yourself against the knockout blow. You control exactly how much money you're going to lose. Do you realize that? You have no control over how much money you're going to make if you're right. You have absolutely no control over that because you do not know how high the stock is going to go. You don't know, is it only going to get to profit target 1? Is it only going to get to profit target 2? Or does it get to profit target 3 or 4? You don't know that. You can't control how much you're going to make if you're right, but you can control to the exact dollar how much you're going to lose if you're wrong. Do you realize the power you have in that? That's power. You need to be able to control that better. You can't allow yourself to get knocked out in one blow. Okay? Guys, listen. It's my goal and the goal of the entire TTG team to make sure that you guys find value, and that you're truly getting something out of these live streams. And I want to know if you did. I want to know if you guys did, if you guys learned something here today. Everyone, and I mean everyone, members and non-members. I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now if you got value out of this live stream. If you learned something, if maybe a light bulb moment, if you learned something you can implement in your trading as early as tomorrow, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I'm talking about. That right there, that's why I do these. That's why I do these right there. There it is. Boom. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Great. Awesome. It's my pleasure. No, it's my absolute pleasure to share this stuff with you guys. It's my absolute pleasure. So excellent. Excellent. Guys, listen up. Listen up. Yes, TTG is a premium platform. Yes, that means it costs money. And in a minute, I will explain how much money and what you get. But for those whose interests have been piqued, we do have a 7-day trial. Okay. It's a one-time non-recurring payment of just $3. That's less than a cup of coffee. Literally, everybody's got $3. There's no catch. At the end of the 7 days, if you do not manually upgrade to a year membership, the trial simply ends and you're never charged again. The 7-day trial comes with 3 sample courses that come in video and text format. You also get 7-day access to our Benzinga Pro live newsfeed. You also get access to 7 days of our Trade Ideas scanner. And you get 7-day access to free analyst ratings, SEC filings, and corporate filings for any U.S. listed stock. And then last but not least, you get 3 days in a row of access to our trading chat room where you can watch me and my team of 6 pro trader moderators trade live. We share our screen with you. We're live on the microphone, calling out opportunity as we see it in real time and really get a feel for what TTG is all about. Simply go to ttgthree.com. The URL is right there at the bottom of your screen. Okay, go to ttgthree.com and sign up for the trial. Again, it is a one-time, non-recurring, non-auto renew payment of just $3. Okay, it's $3, less than a cup of coffee. Okay, my Starbucks today on the way to the airport was $4.50. Okay, it was $4.50. All right. So now I want to know once again, I want to know if you're not a TTG member, please type the letters TTG in chat right now. Type the letters TTG in chat right now. That is a lot of pesos, Judy. All right, we got Father Guido. We got Dennis Nealon. We got Paul Toth. Luviar Koze. We got Sam E. Jeffrey Perales. Yeah, Chris said the professor rocked it today. Jason did a great job today. Camille Albez. Russell Hall. Wolfen. Julie Hillman. CJ Sniper. Samuel. JR. Svetlana. Octavio. Mark Castle. Bill P. Luis. Purple Cobra. Ifencor Bernard. Robert Wicker. Paul Chavez. Craig Ems. Rick C. Dominic DeCicchio. I'm sorry. I just totally butchered your name, brother. Dominic. Keith Johnson. Mark Burr. Paul Chavez. Y1 Dylan. Katie Marquardt. JJ Hale. Creole Caribbean Queen. What's up? I love it. I love it. All of you, seriously. For everyone that just typed TTG in chat, listen up. I know you guys got some really good value out of this live stream. Okay. I know you did. I'm really, really happy to do it. And I'm happy you guys are able to get that value. But if you valued the things said before, during this stream, this next part is the most important thing that I will say all night. No one, and I mean no one, not me, not anyone, is going to do the work needed for you to reach your goals. You have to be willing to put in the time, energy, and effort. And it all starts with getting the right education, having access to the right tools, community, and mentorship that's going to help you to learn, trade, and profit. And that's what True Trading Group is all about. A 1-year membership to TTG normally costs $2,212 for the year. But tonight, until midnight Pacific, that's 3 a.m. Eastern, you can save 44%. That brings the price of that membership all the way down to just $1,226. There are no upsells. There's no add-ons, nothing. It is an all-inclusive membership. You get access to every single thing we have and every single thing we ever will have. For those asking why there's no monthly membership, I'll explain to you guys why. First, 1 month is nowhere near enough time for you to go through all of our courses, pass all of the quizzes at the end of the courses, go through the video library, trade on the simulator, attend a private study group, and see if this will work for you. 1 month is not enough time. Second reason, I'm going to give you 110% of my energy and effort. So is my team of THD moderators, and so is the rest of the entire THD fam. So if I'm going to give you 110% of my time and energy, you better give it back to me. And I'm not joking around. Nothing pisses me off more when I go ahead and I give you guys 110% of my energy and effort and I get half-assed back. If you are not willing to put in the work to truly learn this skill, I'm sorry, True Trading Group is not for you. There are plenty of other services out there that would love to take your money. But if you're willing to get a professional education and you're willing to actually learn, I'll be there with you every single step of the way. When you start trading for real, not just listening to Reddit or your coworkers or anything like that, you're going to need 3 things. Real-time news, and no, Yahoo Finance does not cut it, okay? You're going to need real-time data. You're going to need real-time live. Sorry, guys. I'm laughing at some comments. That was some comment that I just saw in chat. So you're going to need real-time news. You're going to need real-time live data. And you're going to need a charting software. Okay? As a member of True Trading Group, you get access to the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them together as part of your membership. So included in your membership is access to Ben Zinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. It's right inside of our chat room. It gives you breaking live up to the second news alerts directly in chat. You also have a squawk box feature that lets you turn your speakers on. You can listen as someone will read a news headline out loud while you are going through. Maybe you're busy in a trade. Someone can read that news headline out to you. In this environment, guys, the trader that gets the news first wins. It's that simple. This is where we get our news from inside of TTG. It's included in your membership at no additional cost. Then you also have access to Quote Stream's real-time level 1, real-time full book level 2, and real-time options data. That's going to come with a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you learned in the courses. Please use the simulator. We talked about this already. All right. Practice implementing what you learned in the courses. Then you're going to get access to Trade Ideas real-time scanner. Now, this scanner shows you stocks that are making a new high of the day, stocks that have a surge in volume, stocks that are your top gainers on the day. It shows you what are the hottest stocks, where you need to be focusing your attention as a trader. Included for free. Then TradingView's Pro Charting software. This is one of the most commonly used charting softwares used by active traders today, and it is included for free in your membership when you join the TTG family. You're going to get a minimum 10 easy-to-follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that's sporting over an 84% win rate. We are fully transparent in True Trading Group. We keep an entire journal that shows you every single buy and every single sell that our moderators make throughout the course of the day. Okay, we are fully transparent. All of our wins, all of our losses, all of our break-evens, they're all right there on our site for you to see. Then you're going to get access to a small private study group with one of our TTG moderators. This is your chance to ask questions live, go over lessons and topics that you need help with. Then you're going to get access to our entire curriculum. This is our 15-course curriculum. This is a simplified version of the education I learned while working at the firm in New York City. You're going to get beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses, how to trade during a market crash. You name it, you get access to all of it. There are no VIP pro courses that cost more money. You get access to the entire curriculum when you guys join up with coupon code TTG121 and get that 44% discount. The courses come in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. And then on top of the courses, we have a video library that's got over 100 hours of additional educational video content that's recorded workshops and webinars that myself and the moderators have conducted covering various trading topics. Some topics: how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger, and so much more. Literally over 100 hours. Okay. This is what you guys have access to as a member of TTG. And for those of you that say $1,200 sounds like a lot of money, I'm going to blow your mind. Let me show you why it's not a lot of money. Because Benzinga charges $1,188 a year for that news feed. It's included with your membership. Quote Stream's real-time level 1 and 2 is $990 a year. That's included. The trade simulator is $750 a year. That's included. And TradingView charges $720 a year for that charting software. Guys, those services would cost you, if you got them separately, $3,648 a year just for those services. They're all included with your membership when you use coupon code TTG121 and only pay $1,226 for everything I just told you about on this live. Please listen to me. The price is going up after midnight. We're going to continue to raise our price by a couple of bucks every day, as we're going to be moving the price back up to $2,000 soon. And that's still cheaper than all of our competition and for 10 times the value. My TTG fam, I want to know actually right now, do you think TTG is worth $2,000? And if so, sound off in chat. Tell me how much you think it is worth. Is it worth it? My TTG fam, sound off in chat if you think a membership is worth $2,000. If you think it's worth more, you tell me how much you guys think it's worth. You guys tell me. You know, for our viewers that are maybe considering joining, but they might feel like $1,200 is a lot of money. All right. And be honest, guys. If you think it's shit, tell me it's shit. You think it's worth $5? Tell me you think it's worth $5. You know, be honest. Be honest. Anyone that's not a member, just pay attention to the comments coming through chat. If you're not a member, just pay attention to some of the comments coming through chat. 5,000, priceless. 5,000, 10,000, 3,500, priceless. More than 10 times. You're going to lose a hell of a lot more than $1,200 trading on your own, someone just said. Someone goes, it's worth big money. Jessa says $1,200 is an absolute steal. Brian Powell says it's gold. Crazy. Goomba says it's worth $10K a month. That's crazy. I would never charge you guys $10K a month. But Goomba, I feel you, man. I feel you. Now, actually, how about this, guys? How many of my TG fam have actually already made back your membership fee, and in what time frame? If you're a member and you already made back your fee, tell me. And if so, in what time frame? So anyone that's on the fence, anyone that's on the fence, you guys, Chief Rocket says it's worth $1,000 a month. There you go. Guys, pay attention to some of these comments, please. These are your peers. All right. Now, guys, we also give back to all of our TGD fam. Every time we get 300 new members, we give away a Tesla or $30,000 cash. And our next raffle is going to be, or our next giveaway is going to be on April 11th. Okay, so set your reminders, April 11th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on this YouTube channel. I'm going to be giving away $30,000 or a brand new Tesla, whichever the winner prefers. Winner decides, cash or the car. All right, and speaking of giving back, for tonight only, okay, tonight only, Adam's going to kill me. For tonight only, because I wasn't there today. I wasn't in chat today. Adam, don't fight me on this. I wasn't there today. For tonight only. Okay. I promised him I wouldn't do this for a while too. So this is actually, he's going to be so pissed right. Look at his face. Guys, the next 25 people that sign up tonight before midnight Pacific, I'm going to give you a brand new laptop. I'm going to give you guys a brand new laptop, either an Asus, an HP, an Acer, a Dell, Lenovo, or a Chromebook. I'm even going to cover 100% of the shipping. The next 25 people that sign up. He's so pissed at me. The next 25 people that sign up, okay, with coupon code TTG121 before midnight, I'm going to give you a free laptop. So now not only are you getting a 44% discount on the membership, I'm going to give you a free laptop, okay? Yes, I'm going to cover the shipping. You're getting a free laptop, but only for the next 25 people that sign up, okay? So the next 25 people that sign up are going to get a free laptop, okay? If you signed up on the live stream before I just said that, I'll include you in that 25. So, I got to see if anybody, but the first 25 people to use that by midnight are going to get a free laptop. All right. How do you know if you're one of the 25? The checkout page, okay? I actually just changed it. I don't know if Adam even knows this or not. I don't even know if he saw it. I just changed it on the checkout page. If you guys go to the checkout page right now, on the checkout page, it says that it'll say the laptop is included in the checkout. It won't show a Kindle. So before it would, yeah, there it is. So there, you see how right now it says it's a laptop? That's how you'll know if you're one of the 25. So if you go to the checkout page and it says laptop, you would be one of the 25. Okay, but once we hit 25, where that laptop is, it'll be a Kindle. So that's how you'll know if you're getting a laptop or the Kindle. Okay, so after 25 laptops, I have it set where it's going to revert back to a Kindle. All right. And last but not least, the people that sign up before midnight, not only are you going to get a 44% discount, not only are you going to get a free laptop, but I'm also willing to offer you, I'm going to guarantee your membership cost. What do I mean by that? Follow me. This is how much I believe that this can and will work for you. Sign up by midnight Pacific. So 3 a.m. Eastern with coupon code TTG121. Go through all the courses, pass all the exams, and attend one of our private study groups. If you do those 3 things, that tells me you put in some effort, you put in some time and energy to try to make this work. If you don't make back the $1,226 at least one time throughout your membership, I'll give you all your money back. I'll give you a full refund. That's how much I believe in my platform. That's how much I believe in this education. 80% of my members are doing very well. If they weren't, I wouldn't be able to offer you this money back guarantee. I'd be a complete idiot to offer you a money back guarantee if my members were all failing. Okay. So that's why I'm willing. That's why I'm able and I'm confident enough to do that. So I've just basically guaranteed your membership costs. What do you got? What do you have to lose now? Worst case scenario. Oh my God. Worst case scenario, you sign up tonight with coupon code TTD121. You don't make the $1,226 back at least once throughout your membership. I give you the $1,226 back and you got a free laptop. Are you kidding me? That's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you actually go on to become a consistently profitable trader and you completely change the entire course and direction of the rest of your life and your family's life. That's best case scenario. You tell me, is it worth it? Ball's in your court now. Ball's in your court now. 18 laptops remaining. I got to tell you, I thought Adam was going to fight me a lot more on this laptop thing. I think he's just trying to stay peaceful in Utah.
I'm tired, dude.
He goes, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just tired.
I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back, but I'm just tired right now. So good job. Anyone that's watching tonight, understand that this is definitely not something I wanted to do. And Mike's not, Mike's gonna get his. So, maybe we make a statement that, Mike's gonna do a some sort of a workshop or something, whatever. I'm gonna get you back. Don't worry. All right. Have a good night.
All right, guys, there's 18 laptops left. 18 spots left for the laptop. Like I said, make sure you guys sign up before midnight. Coupon code TTG121. Get the free laptop. Get the 44% discount. Get the money back guarantee and join the TTG team full time. That's it, guys. All right. Don't forget, you do have this 7-day trial. If you don't want to join or you're still not sure, that's TTGTHREE.com. That's just a $3 payment for the trial. But guys, seriously, skip a trial. Guys, you're getting a free laptop. Get the laptop, get the money back guarantee. What do you have to lose at that point? I'm guaranteeing your membership and you're getting a free laptop. 14 laptops remaining now. 14 laptops remaining. Go to use coupon code TTG121 before midnight Pacific. But there's only 14 spots left for the laptop. So you guys better act quick. Sorry, Adam. Love you.
No, it's cool because I'm going to have my wife call you later and you're going to explain why I have to work with Ryan to sort out 25 laptops tomorrow and get them sent.
I don't want to.
While I'm on my vacation.
I don't want to talk to Sarah. I love her, but not if I don't want to talk to her. She's going to yell at me.
You should have thought about that.
I'm not going to answer my phone tomorrow.
All right, cool. Thanks, bud. Good luck, everyone. Congratulations to everyone this evening that signs up. Y'all are getting a hell of a deal. You're such a dick.
Oh, man. Guys, I love you all. Thanks for joining me tonight in this live stream. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and, of course, smash that like button. You guys are the best. Get your butts in chat. There's 3 days left this week. Let's make them count. I'll see you guys later.